Hello everyone and welcome to Slip Joint Sawyer. Today we're taking a look at a discontinued model from Victorinox, which is this one right here. Before we do that though, just want to give Dan a shout out at Blade Bridge Customs. He's a fantastic guy to deal with, honestly does the best prices for anything you could possibly want. I picked up a load of knives from him recently and I mean he's my go-to for Victorinox knives that are discontinued. He's also making some really nice custom stuff as well at the moment. This is Instagram logo here, Blade Bridge Customs. And then on the back you have sales, sharpening, services, Dan's website, name, WhatsApp if you want to get hold of him that way. And you've got a QR code here which you can scan as well. So just pause the video, take a screenshot and then scan this with your camera and it'll take you straight to his website. He also has an Etsy page which is Vintage Tool Goods. I will put a link to that in the description below, but I really do recommend you check out both of those, well, all three of them. Fantastic guy to deal with. If you're looking for something in particular, he will be able to sort of source it for you. But if you want something custom, definitely hit him up as well. So make sure you're checking Dan out. Anyway, on with today's video. So here's the model we're going to be taking a look at. It's a 91mm in total length, which is 1, 2, 3, just about 3.5 inches close. And this is the Mechanic. Now, these blue scales aren't original. These were put on afterwards. Obviously, the original ones were damaged. Dan did clean this all up. Ultrasonic clean it, and he sharpened the blades for me as well. So this thing is pretty much looking as brand new. But the model number for this then is 1.4623. The Mechanic was introduced round about 1991, maybe a little bit earlier. And it was discontinued then, it seems to be right around 2006. So it didn't have a sort of a long lifespan, this one, but I do think this is one of the best models they came out with. But we're going to take a look around the tools, around the exterior, the interior, what it's all about, and see what we think about it. So this does have the black toothpick and tweezers. Now I did add those. Normally it comes with the standard, so you know, the grey and the sort of, I don't know, the two grey kind and the white toothpick. But you've got tweezers on the front, toothpick on the back. And let's do the back tools to start this time. So you get the punch, reamer or awl blade with the sewing eye on there as well. You can see that's got a very nice edge on there. Excellent snap on that as well. All these tools have really great action. And then on the back you get the 3D Phillips. And this is one, and you see it there with a gap with the can key in it still. So I thought this can key was gone by 91, which makes me think that the Mechanic was out earlier than 91, but I could be completely wrong. But yeah, it's a 3D Phillips with the can key on there. Now, some people don't like this, give or take, because it does weaken the integrity of the Phillips screwdriver. I think it's got a big cut down the middle, but I mean, this isn't for that heavy-duty jobs. Plus, it's honestly not the best with this chunk of the knife round it. If you think you're going to be using it like this, the smallest gap you can get in really any longer than that is just the width of the knife. But a lot of people prefer it to the corkscrew. I'm a bit 50-50. I like the corkscrew for certain reasons, but I like this for other reasons as well. I do want to say apologise for my hands. That's not dirt. I'm currently in the middle of a project and I nearly superglued my hands to it. So yeah, sorry about that. Front layer then, the standard opening layer. You get the cap lifter on the left-hand side with the wire bender, the large flathead screwdriver, the standard Victorinox nail pull on there, and the finish. And of course you got the cap lifter, and that does have a really nice action on there. Affirmative sort of snap into the open position. About a 5.5 on the pull for that, and about the same for the can opener. You can see we've got that nice little edge on there as well. This looks like it's never been used. Of course we have the smaller flathead screwdriver, the nail nick, and this can be used in a Phillips in a pinch, but obviously you're going to want to be careful with it because it might sort of round it off. Middle layer then, we get the pliers, which has quickly become one of my favourite sort of tools on a Victorinox knife. And you can see this is an older one because the newer models actually have crimps here. And by crimps, what I mean is if you're doing wiring work, sort of press those bits of metal together to hold a wire. There's none on this, but on the newer models they have that. Same leaf spring design then as the scissors. And then if you open this all the way up, you do have a little wire cutter right there in the middle, which you can sort of snip with. Quite useful for smaller wires. And then you do have nice teeth on the inside of these pliers as well, nice and grippy, and really nice sort of action, nice and smooth, and a decent sized pair of pliers. Or honestly, they're just oversized tweezers really. You're not going to be doing anything too torquey with these. You can't really get as much force down, but they're perfect for if you go camping and you want to pick up a hot plate off the stove, perfect for that. Anything really, grinding away at something and a bit of hot metal comes off and you want to pick it up and get out of the way, perfect for that. No half stop on those, just a cam tang, and you can see there's no nail nick. That's because they rest with the bit sticking over just at the top there, so you can use your nail to pull it open like this. Excellent tool. On the back then you have the pen blade. You see again, fantastic edge on there. Dan does a wonderful job with his edges. Standard Victorinox finish. Very minor scratches, so this thing is honestly probably just sat in someone's drawer and never used. Nice blade stock on there, and blade length for the pen blade then we have, let's do it this way so it's a bit easier to measure, just over 1.5, 1.6, and then a cutting edge of right about 1.5 inches, so that's a very UK friendly blade. Nice snap on that on the open and on the close. I'd say that's right about a 6, 5.5 to a 6 I would say. Nice enough action to use as sort of a box opener and strength on the spring. I wouldn't do any sort of heavy duty jobs with this though, because it's obviously quite a small blade and you don't want that closing on your fingers. But for minor jobs like opening packages, pen knife, using it for what it was actually meant for, was sharpening a pen or a pencil, perfect for that. And then finally we have the main blade, and you can see this one has had a little bit of use. You can see we've got some scratches over the end there, but Dan has sharpened this, put a very nice edge on it. Little tiny bit of scratching at the end where it's been used. Well, that could be just a bit of glue. Looks like it's just a bit of glue at the end. There we go, that's gone. And then this is the tang stamp we have on this one. We have the 4-line tang stamp with the larger V, and it says Victorinox Switzerland Stainless Rust Fry. And on the back then we have the crossbow and the bolt with Officer Swiss, and I believe this puts it between 92 and 05. But very nice action on that main blade. I'd say that's definitely a 6, maybe a 6.5 when you get to this sort of position here. That really nice snap on the open. Blade length for this then, main blade we are looking at 1 to 2.6, 2.7, and then a cutting edge of 1 to 2.35, 2.4. So again, very UK legal blade. I don't know anywhere where a Swiss Army knife isn't legal, any countries at all. They're pretty much renowned for being tools rather than seen as knives, like a lot of things are here in the UK, which is a bit of a shame. But there we go guys, that's my review of the Victorinox Mechanic. Unfortunately this one is discontinued, but you can pick them up on the secondary market for quite a good deal. Just make sure you're looking out and you make sure you're getting a genuine one and not one that someone's done like a custom build of. Make sure you're checking out Dan over at Bladebridge Customs. Fantastic deals on his site at the moment. He's got a couple of Micarta Customs under £40 for Super Tinker and a Fieldmaster, I want to say. But thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out. Matt's got a channel, man sharp as a blade. Slip joint Sawyer is the name he made. Pocket knives until they flow with flair. Restorations done with craftsman's care. Rusty steel polish bright in his hands. Old souls revived with a steady glance. Views keep climbing like a jagged peak. One shot rhythms, hammer sparks they speak. Slip joint Sawyer grinding through the night. Pocket knives gleam under flickering light. Matt's got the touch, man, turning steel to gold. Every story cut deep, every piece sold.